This is the real big boss Calvin83. Wasn't planning on going live this early. Just decided to do a check-in with y'all and check on you. See how y'all doing. We're gonna talk about some things. I've been staying on top, try my best. I've been trying my best to stay on top. I got just to take. So I'm definitely going to touch up on the whole the balloon popping plumber and more of the fake outrage and more inconsistencies. It's like, and I don't. I mean, yeah, he's a scammer. However, it's fun. It's interesting, and I'm going to discuss it because I got my sources that I'm going to share when I'm able to get back to the hotel, and it's just me. Is that these women are so taught want to call out scamming. When you see all this scamming on TikTok, you see women scamming with Bitcoin. If you give me $300, I can give you $3,000. You see mostly women scamming, but they don't have that same type of energy, and that's my problem. They didn't have that same type of energy when it came with Rod Osmond. Now I disagree with Daphne Sutton on this, the so-called queen of accountability. You know, she pays for background checks to find out. I ain't trying to tell anybody how to do their broadcast or how to podcast, and I just feels like when you try to expose somebody or try to put somebody on blast, when you point the finger, there's always going to be two fingers pointed back at you. When you try to call somebody out for what you think is inappropriate and their piss poor behavior, you need to check yourself. Call yourself out first. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm out in New Orleans, Louisiana. Out in New Orleans, Louisiana, chilling, about to attend the festivities. It's one of Zestis Fest. I might be back at the end of July for another event that's going on. I'm gonna have to find out from my brother, see what's what. Everybody want to talk about exposing people. Like, look how y'all went after Diddy, which is wild to me when y'all supported Diddy. See, what I don't like about people, especially our people, we're told to get angry, especially women. And we're so female-led, and there's governments and institutions that allow this to happen. And even when people like myself, people like Dr. Tiasan Johnson, people like BGS, I'll say people like Dennis Sperling, people like Robert Perkins, people like Red Supreme, people like Green Gorilla. And then the women, some of the few women who are actually standing, are actually aware of this, trying to point this out. Shout out to y'all because there's a very few of y'all who I would consider the real ones. But to me, most women are sheep. You know what I'm saying? Most women are not going to touch stuff like this. It's just not in their interest. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a damn shame that women with very small platforms are only speaking about this, but the women with larger platforms, they're not going to touch on that. And to me, we can't really as men call it out because you got a lot of men who got larger platforms, got more than 200,000 subscribers, a million subscribers, and they ain't gonna touch on that because they care about dumbing down the people. No heifer, I don't know who you are. This random heifer just texted me from Shanghai. I don't know who the hell this is. I don't know who she is, and but again, we got another scammer. You got women who be scamming with like look at Risa Tisa, and she scammed y'all, got a free BMW and a free trip to Paris. Made a whole story up. If we're gonna call it scammers, there's a lot of you women. Oh, but when a man does it, and look, and I don't condone men scamming. However, I gotta call it hypocrisy. You cannot call out what is good for the goose is what's good for the gander. Let me say that again. What's good for the goose is what's good for the gander. That's what y'all need to understand. Ringo TV Raw, a long time YouTuber. It's just, and women talking about the same shit. Oh, you know, a man needs to stop. A man needs to stop moving with women if you don't have it together. A lot of you ladies need to stop moving with men who don't have it together. You don't get a pass from that, especially in 2024, going on 2025. You don't get a pass from that either. This is what I'm talking about, people. We like to criticize people and tell them how they should live, but we're not leading by example. And I'm so sick of this. Women don't lead. Women, you want that? Okay, I got a question, ladies. Then why do you want power over a man, but you want the responsibility of a child? Explain that to me. Really, explain that to me. It makes no sense with your fake outrage. Y'all talk about Cassie. You got real victims. And what about the men who are victims? What about the children more so who are victims of abuse? Y'all don't touch on that. Y'all call that, oh, that's just some discipline and that's just, you assume the child did something fucked up. Forgetting how you was as a kid. Just because you was fucked up and you don't get to speak on every child is not the same. And a lot of y'all want to act like y'all some model citizen. Okay. And I find it interesting. I got issues with Amanda Seales. When Amanda Seales spoke about the racism that she experienced as a child, black folks decided with Shannon Sharpe and was in denial about it. Very few people was calling it out. It makes no earthly sense. It makes no earthly sense. You women sexualize yourselves. Nobody's forcing you to do that. I'm in New Orleans. A lot of y'all dress like hookers. A lot of y'all just like strippers. But no judgment. Don't judge me. Only God can judge me. But y'all the biggest judgment. Here's the thing. Even if I get the backstory and the front story, there is still going to be judgment. If you're going to say don't be judgmental and get all the facts and understand, okay. But I may not know everything about your life story, your experiences. However, it's like I may not be able to relate on certain things, but here's the thing: I can get some judgment that there's something wrong with your situation. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing, we want to expose scammers. Oh, y'all ladies did not have that same energy when it came to you heifers. You women are always scamming. Y'all commit these are a lot of you women commit bank fraud. A lot of y'all women commit financial crimes. And some of y'all actually a lot of times y'all legally are allowed to do it. When it comes to paternity fraud, when it comes to child support, when it comes to alimony, y'all be scamming. Y'all be selling yourselves, and you have the audacity to criticize and call people. I'm not saying he shouldn't be called out. I'm not saying he shouldn't be called out the plumber. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is be fucking consistent. Be consistent. That's what I'm saying. Be consistent all the time. Keep that same energy. A lot of you women on here are scamming on social media, pandering to men. A lot of you women on here who support Sprinkle Spirit, share whole ass 7. And you want to talk about scammers. You women scam for a living on, so leading these young women to start telling them to be whores and women of the night. Leading her straight, and even if you used to live that life, you don't live that life. Okay, that's how you did. That's how you was when you was young. Okay, you elevated, you grew up, you matured from that. You overcame that sin. So my thing is, if you overcame that, why are you still reminiscing? I mean, we all have memories. Look, why are you still behaving and carrying yourself like that's how you still is? When you don't move like that no more. And you know better. Once you know better, you do better, and you pass on that knowledge to the younger people. It makes no earthly sense. Hello. Makes no earthly sense. Y'all want to talk about scammers and exposing people, but you won't expose your favorite female content creator. Look how y'all still side with Cynthia G. Telling you struggle bandit, beta male coon, but she got knocked up by a beta male coon. Based on what she described as a beta male coon, Robert Perkins. Serial baby. I got on Robert Perkins. Talk about, men out here, making babies, but you made a lot of babies, Robert Perkins. Well, I'm there. It doesn't mean shit. You didn't do it the right way. You got guys like him who has multiple females. Okay, you're in your children's life. A lot of men cannot be in their children's life because of the system. A lot of them don't have that charisma. And here's another thing, black men. Y'all gotta stop trying to think if I sweet talk a woman, I have power. That sweet talking shit doesn't fucking work. Not for the long haul. But if sweet talking worked, we would not be in the situation as we are as black people. If black men could sweet talk the world, fuck his way out, fuck good out the world, fuck his way out of oppression, talk his way out of oppression, we would not deal with racism and racial injustices. I know a lot of y'all people don't like me. I really don't care. I'm here to educate and bring awareness. This is not about me getting likes, not me trying to get some pussy in these social media internet streets. Okay? If that's what you want to do as an adult, well, as a consenting adult, age of consent and all, in your country, follow the laws all in that, you know what I'm saying? You got too many people who scam on social media, but you want to talk about the balloon popper, the plumber, the balloon popper. But you don't want to talk about these other scammers that y'all support. Stupidly. Y'all got families who are criminals. Y'all got families who are rapists. You got people in your family who are bums. You got people in your family who are like sprinkle. Hoes and tricks. Whores. Druggies, lazy, degenerates, out of shape, poor health, and you want to pass judgment on somebody else. You got a lot of fucking nerve.